Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and I am back here on Innistrad Midnight Hunt release day. We're going to jump into my very first draft of this brand new set. Yeah, I'm excited. I love drafting new sets and exploring them. So we're just going to hop right in and do the draft. This set in this set, every color pair has a theme to it. So all the allied color pairs have tribal themes, and all the enemy color pairs have non-tribal themes. So we're gonna see what we get here. Well, we get a pretty cool rare. Denick, Pious Apprentice, is a 2-mana 2/3 lifelinker. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. And it has Disturb. When you cast a spell from your graveyard with Disturb, it enters the battlefield as the flip side. And then this one has a pretty powerful ability on the back. I kind of just want to take Denick and force a cool Disturb Spirits deck. Then we've also got Dreadhound, and Infernal Grasp is a premium removal spell that I should probably take, but taking Denick sounds a lot more fun. And then there's nothing else in this pack that I'm super excited about. This is probably fine. This is probably fine. But yeah, let's take Denick and see if we can do something cool with Disturb. So on the back side it says, whenever one or more creature cards are put into graveyards from anywhere, investigate. And investigating just lets you draw a bunch of cards, gets you super ahead, and it's a 3/2 flyer on the backside. So I think Denick seems sweet. I'm excited. Let's see if we can make this work. So we've got Nebelgast Intruder, 3 mana 2/1 flash flyer. When it enters the battlefield, up to one target creature and opponent controls gets -2/-0 until end of turn. That's a nice card. We've got Candle Trap, which is the white pacifism type ability from this set. Let's see. This one's pretty okay. We've also got Evolving Wilds here. Let's just take Candle Trap, I think. This is basically pacifism. So let's do that for now. Ooh. I think Mysterious Tome is really good. It's a 3-mana artifact that draws a card on one side and taps things on the other side. This is probably pretty good. Sacred Fire is a strong card too, but I'm not sure how easy it is to play 3 colors here. This thing's pretty good. I'd play this, and the art's amazing. But I think I'm just gonna go with the Mysterious Tome. Yeah. Maybe wheel the Morning Patrol. Alright. No white cards in the pack. That's not a good sign. We've got a blue-red uncommon, a green-red uncommon, and a green-blue uncommon. This card's pretty cool. Puts a counter on your thing and taps down their thing. Kessig Naturalist, I think, is a really powerful card. 2-mana 2/2, adds mana, and then is a lord on the back. I guess we're taking Startle here, though. Just stay on target. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I think Startle's fine. It replaces itself and makes a zombie. I think Kessig Naturalist is probably the best card from the pack, but we're not going to abandon what we have going. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad I did not abandon that. We've got Beloved Beggar here, which is a 2-mana 0/4, so it blocks early, and then later in the game it turns into a Serra Angel, basically. It's a pretty powerful card. Loyal Griff blinks one of your things when it enters the battlefield, which is also pretty powerful. And then this is this taps things down. I think I'll take the Serra Angel. I think this is going to be pretty easy to turn on. So we'll give Beloved Beggar a try. All right, so here we've got a 5-mana 3/3 Flash Flyer, which is totally fine. We've got a bounce spell, and if you bounce your own thing, you draw a card. That's kind of sweet. We don't really have anything we want to bounce yet. This is a counter spell. Okay, sure. I think I'll just take the Morning Patrol now, though. 3-mana 2/3 Vigilance is fine, and then it has Disturb and does stuff on the backside. It's either this or the Stormrider Spirit, I guess. Let's take the Spirit. Alright, we've got Field of Ruin, Falcon Abomination. This thing's terrifying. Look at the art on this thing. Another Startle, Duress. I think Root Coil Creeper's good, but we're not really going to play it. I guess I'll take this. This thing's fine. Okay, pick up another, or a Gale Drifter. It's a Snapping Drake on the front, and then a 2/2 on the back. Thing's fine. Nothing else for us here. 2-mana 3/1 Flash. It sacks to destroy an artifact or enchantment. That's pretty good. I like this thing, the Crossroads Candle Guide, because there's a lot of flashback and stuff like that. Sure, we'll take the Cathar Commando. Ooh, the Evolving Wilds Wield. Larger Zombie is pretty good too, actually. Tap 3 untap creatures to surveil one, basically. And Homestead Courage is fine, but I'm going to take Evolving Wilds. Having good mana is very is very important. So just having a dual land, even if it's an Evolving Wilds, is pretty nice. What does Component Collector do? Oh, that's not great. Ooh, we'll take a Blinking Observer. 2-mana 2/1, and then it can add mana for our Disturb spells. Or to cast our instants and sorceries. We don't have a ton of instants and sorceries yet, but we'll probably pick up a few more. I'm liking this so far. We've got some decent creatures all along the curve. We just need to find a couple more spells, and I think we'll be good. Take that for the sideboard. Oh, really? I'm super happy to get a 14th pick locked in the cemetery. This card's fine. Later on in the game, when you have 5 or more cards in your graveyard, this taps something down and locks it down. Early on, you can just slap it on something that's already tapped. This card's fine. And yeah, we might play one copy of Flip the Switch. Alright, pack 2. What have we got? Unnatural Growth is a green card that doubles power and toughness of creatures. We're not going to take that. Ambitious Farmhand. When it enters the battlefield, you may search for a basic plains, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And you can flip this if you control 3 creatures with different powers. That's what Coven says. We'll probably take this. Organ Hoarder. Organ Hoarder's cool. But I definitely think that Ambitious Farmhand's the best card in the pack. It's like an aggressive 2-drop that draws you a plains, which is very good. Yeah, we'll take the Farmhand. I'm happy with that. Cathartic Pyre is a nice removal spell. Field of Ruin again. 2-mana 2/2. This can gain flying if you have Coven. Ooh, I like the Soul Guide Gryph. Yeah, let's take the Gryph. 5-mana 3/4 that exiles a card from a graveyard is going to be pretty good most of the time, I think. I have a hunch. Nothing else here. This card's good. This is a very decent top end in a green deck. But, you know, that's not us. We're going to keep taking our white cards. Overwhelmed Archivist. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard. And then on the backside, it loots whenever it attacks. Card seems pretty good. Gavany Trapper is awesome also. So is this thing? I think I'll still take this guy to try out the uncommon here, but I would not be surprised if Gavony Trapper is a slightly better card. Maybe not in white-blue, though. It's good because it's an O2, so it is another power for Coven, and you can spend your mana on it without casting a spell, which is good for werewolves. So here it might not be as good. No uncommons for us, unfortunately. There's an Unruly Mob, which says whenever another creature you control dies, put a counter on it. This thing can get pretty big. Ooh, Devious Cover-Up? I didn't realize this was in the set. This is from Return to Ravnica. Or not Return to Ravnica. Ravnica, whatever. The most recent Ravnica set. There's Battlefield, Loot. Let's take the Unruly Mob and see if we can make the mob pretty big. We're going to want our stuff to be dying anyways, so... Seems pretty okay. Revenge of the Drowned says target creature's owner puts it on top or bottom of their library, and then you make a 2/2. Seems expensive. This thing is a Soul Sisters type card that then turns into a 1/1 flyer on the back. It's just okay. Fading Hope is unsummon with upside, which is pretty good, but I think we'll take the Trapper here. This just locks down their best creature for 2 mana, and having access to this ability is pretty good. Alright, what have we got here? 4 mana, 3/3 that makes a 1/1. Ooh, look at this human token. He's got the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern. It's kind of cute. Yeah, we don't have anything at the top of our curve. I'd take this and play this. That makes a 4/4 worth of stats across 2 bodies. That's fine. Covetous Castaway, 2 mana, 1/3. Ooh, this card's sweet. Yeah, I'm into that. And then here, we could take the Stuffed Bear. Bear is cool too, because it lets you spend mana to flip to control day-night if you need to. I don't really want either of those cards. Maybe a Revenge of the Drowned would be good. Yeah, it's probably better to take this to have access to it. I don't think I'm going to play the second flip the switch, so maybe I take the Homestead Courage. Maybe. It's a pretty aggressive card, and cards like this usually aren't super good, but since this has Flashback, it essentially, the first copy draws a copy of itself. That's what Flashback does. So, since the cost is so small, this card actually, seems fine. I have a bunch of 2/2s already. Maybe Geist Wave is better than just a random 2/2 creature. Let's look at how the deck looks right now. I think we have a bunch of playable cards here. Oh, and we got the Trapper back. Yeah, I mean, we'll take the Trapper. Trapper's really good. I'm not sure how many artifacts or enchantments are in the set, so Cathar Commando kind of looks a little mopey. So does Startle. But it replaces itself and at least makes a zombie. That's fine. So when this enters the battlefield, loot. Whenever you discard a spirit or a card with Disturb, this gets bigger. Yeah, I'll play Fading Hope. I'll play Unsummon in my blue-white tempo deck. Our deck's looking sweet. We just need to add some more removal and maybe some better, just upgrade some cards. This is the Celestis. This controls day or night. It loots whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, and it's a mana rock. I don't think that's what we want. That card's pretty okay. This card's okay. Silver Bolt actually might be the pick here. Being able to kill werewolves for free. Not for free, for 4 mana. Yeah, let's take Silver Bolt. I don't know if I end up playing this card, but I might. Alright, another beloved beggar. It turns into a Sarah Angel. Another Trapper. I don't think I'll take the Trapper here. A bunch of black cards. Another Gale Drifter. I have 2 5-mana cards already. Yeah, I think I'll take the beggar. Okay, blue-black dual land. Ominous Roost. When it enters the battlefield, or whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, make a bird. I think that's the pick. Oh, it's casting a spell. Disturb is not casting a spell. Is it? Oh, it is. This might be good. Yeah, the Roost might be nice here. Okay. Devoted Graphkeeper. 2 mana, 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, tap target creature you don't control, and it turns into a 3/1 with the same ability. Or no, just a 3/1. Yeah, this seems great. I will very happily take the on-color uncommon. Otherwise, here, this card's bad. I don't think it's worth it. These 2 5-drops are both fine. But since I have one of each of them, I think that's the pick. Exile target spirit, creature with disturb, or enchantment. This card's probably good. This card lets me draw an extra card every turn. I don't think I need that. I think I'll take the Exorcism here. I've got the Exorcism and the Silver Bolt now as, like, things to do. None of these cards are that good. Just take something random. Ooh, Pithing Needle. This card's not very good in this format, but I think I'll take it for my collection. I didn't really want anything out of the rest of that pack anyways, so that's fine. This makes my things bigger. Or some flyers. I think I'll take the Disturb flyer instead of the 2/3 that comes with counters. I'm just a blue-white tempo deck with some flyers at the top end at this point, and I think that that's totally fine. I'm not playing any of these cards. Kind of hope I get another Soul Guide Gryff, though I don't know. I'm going to have to make a bunch of cuts here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, or how I'm doing that. Unruly Mob's good in this deck because I want a bunch of my creatures to die, because I have a bunch of creatures with Disturb. Yeah, the Trapper came back. I don't know if I want a third Trapper. Third Trapper or third Gale Drifter? I guess I'd rather have the third Gale Drifter. Yeah, I'm not playing any of these. I might play the Stormrider Spirit. Probably not, but I might. God, the Innistrad art is so cool. I love this world that they built. Like, look at how creepy some of this art is. I think Mysterious Tome's actually pretty good. I don't think I want a second copy of it, but I think it's totally solid. I think in this format, the value of cards with activated abilities goes up, so you can control daytime, nighttime better. Okay, I've got a bunch of cuts to make. So let's look at the curve of this deck. We've got a bunch of creatures and a bunch of non-creatures, so we have a lot of cuts to make. We've got Candle Trap, which says enchanted creature has defender, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by that creature. Then I can exile it later on, once I have Coven. Card seems good. It takes away one of their attackers. I'm going to be killing them in the air probably. So that's fine. 2 trappers. I don't think I'm going to play the Homestead Courage. Don't think I need it. I'm going to leave these both in here for now. Unsummon's totally fine. Especially with all the Disturb and tokens and stuff. Silver Bolt, maybe not, but we'll see. This card's great. It draws you a plains. These cards are both great. They turn into Sarah Angels. I think this card's going to be good. There's a decent number of spirits and creatures with Disturb, and it also just randomly hits enchantments. This card's good. Geistwave might be on the chopping block. I like Locked in the Cemetery. Startle might be on the chopping block. Unblinking Observer might be on the chopping block. So we've got the Ominous Roost here. Let's count how many Disturbed creatures we actually have. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Disturbed creatures. Is that enough for a 3-mana 1/1 flyer? Basically. I don't think I need Ominous Roost. I think if I was casting cheaper spells, Ominous Roost would be better, but since all of my Disturb spells are expensive, I don't think Roost is where I want to be. So then I've got this thing, which is just a 2-mana 2/2 flyer, which is totally fine. I think I will keep a Flip the Switch in here. I like the Mysterious Tome. I like this guy also. Probably don't need this one anymore. Probably don't need that anymore. And then these all go away too. So if I do that, that means the Silver Bolt stays? Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, we will try this. I'm going to pick out a sleeve, and then we will hop into the first game. All right. Always exciting hopping into your first game with the new cards. Look at this player's name. Jeez. And this hand looks great. We've got a removal spell and 2 disturbed creatures. That's exactly what we want to see. We will keep this hand. It's a little land heavy, but I think we're fine with that. Depending on what they play. Okay, they did not play a creature here, so we will run out the 2/1, the more aggressive of our plays. This is just an 0/4. So we're going to mill 2 cards. And this is good because it can put your disturbed cards into the graveyard. Like Beloved Beggar. Which is much better in the graveyard. Okay, it milled a land. I'm glad to mill a land at this point. Look at this new background. We've got some spooky jack-o'-lanterns. We've got the eyes popping up over here. Ooh, it sounds like leaves. The last couple of backgrounds they've made have been very nice. The footprints, spooky footprints. Okay, opponent, what you got? What you got? My game plan here is pretty straightforward. There's not a ton to talk about. That's why I'm not saying more. Without knowing what our opponent's doing, it's hard to say. Okay, they have a 2/3 vigilance. It's pretty good against our 2/1. Let's see. I could play the Beloved Beggar this turn. I think it's better to play the Abomination. Because now I can start hitting them in the air, and then next turn I can play the Beggar. Next turn I can play Beggar plus Candle Trap and fetch with Evolving Wilds if I need to. They had a free attack there. I'm not blocking if they attack. But that's fine. I'll attack for 2. I'll play my Beggar. Oh, you know what? I put a card in my sideboard that I'm wondering if I should be main decking instead. There's a 2-mana 1/2 that loots, and then if you discard a spirit or a card with Disturbed, it gets bigger. I wonder if I want more ways to discard the Beggar. Oh, easiest block in the world. Yep. The Meat Hook Massacre. Yeah. It's gonna get me, I guess. It just kills everything, right? Yeah, it kills all my stuff. But now I still have all my stuff to flash back. So thank you, opponent, for putting this stuff in the graveyard, I guess. Let's see. Let's get the Departed Soulkeeper going. I think I'll save my removal spells for something I actually care about. This is just a 2/3. So I win the race, and next turn I get to make a 4/4. Yeah, thanks for killing my stuff, opponent. I really didn't know how I was gonna get this into the graveyard, so it's working out okay. This is a cool card. It's a gruesome name, the Meat Hook Massacre. So now every time one of their creatures dies, I lose a life, and every time one of my creatures dies, they gain life for the rest of the game. So got to keep that in mind. Okay, they've got some dies triggers on their cards. This card's cool. 2-mana 1/2, when it dies, they loot, or they draw a card and lose life. And this is a 2/2 Death Touch. When it dies, make a Decayed thing. But we're just gonna play our Sarah Angel and start racing ya. If they attack, I'll probably block the Morning Patrol. Though there's a chance I just don't block anything, take 6, and try to attack them in the air. Because this can come back as a flyer, and that can block this thing. I think I'll just say no blocks, take 5. Then I'll look to use Unruly Mob and these cards to lock down the ground. I've drawn a lot of lands, so I'm hoping I don't draw as many lands for the rest of the game. Ooh. Ooh, another Beggar. That's actually sweet. Let's see. So I can go Beggar. Combat. Hit ya. I'll Candle Trap this thing. I'm gonna lock anything in a cemetery. I don't think so. So I'll just play the Unruly Mob out. I'm holding this Plains for a couple reasons. One, I have a couple cards in my deck that let me loot. So I'd rather loot this away for a spell at this point in the game. Two, I don't need to play this turn. Okay, so these things are going to die. Kind of want to block like this. Yeah. It's kind of okay, because this is a 3/3 now. Oh wait, did that not die? Hold on. Oh no. It doesn't die. If it would be put into a grave from anywhere, exile it instead. Then another Diagraph Ghoul that ate my thing? Oh no. Yeah, that was really good. Now am I just dead? I think so. I can activate this to exile that. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. This can keep that locked down. This blocks this. Yeah. Well, let's take my game actions. So this blocks this. That blocks that. Yeah, I'm just dead. Cool. Getting beat up in my first game. Kind of sucks. Those 3/4s that make 2/2s look pretty good here. Moving on to the next one. Jumping into game 2 here with our white-blue deck against Van Gogh. Yeah, we're keeping this. Let's go ahead and fetch on turn 1. Sure. Let's fetch white, I think. Perfect. And then we'll play Dennick here. 2/3 lifelink. Pretty good against their 1/1. And then we'll get our Mysterious Tome going. Our curve is looking pretty okay here. Okay, to make a 3/1 with Trample Haste that dies at the end of turn, right? Trample, lifelink, haste, sacrifice it. Yeah. Yep, you got it. Don't think that card's very good. Play our Mysterious Tome this turn. Next turn we can activate it and play our Devoted Graphkeeper. They can do this again, which is fine. I imagine they'll want to actually play to the board, though. This doesn't play to the board. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this turn... Let's... draw a card and see what's up. Cool. We'll play this guy. No attacks. This blocks the outlaw pretty well. And then we've got Candle Trap to deal with something if they've got something else going on. And we'll just block like this, like I said. I can't block the Stinger anymore because they can activate it, which is fine. Whenever this attacks, it deals the damage to me. Okay. I'll go ahead and attack. You gain some life. Then I'll play the Gale Drifter. Do I play Trapper also, or do I activate this? I think I activate this. I'll tap that. I'll let them attack with this if they want to. I'll just say no blocks. Okay, Daybound happened. That was a cool animation. It's now daytime. If a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night next turn. So I don't want it to become night. So I'll definitely cast a spell this turn. That's fine. Hit you for 3. Let's draw a card. Cool. We'll play the Trapper. Do I play this thing too, or do I lock something down? I think I'll play this thing too. Yeah, now I've got 6 power in the air. I'll be able to tap a couple things down next turn and continue to gain life with Dennick. Dennick can now block this thing favorably if I need to. I would not be surprised to see an all attack from them. Then I'll line Dennick up in front of the 2/1. Take 3. Gain 2 back though. Okay. What are you gonna shoot? They can deal 2 to something. Shoot my flyer, that makes sense. But I keep my lifelinker, so that's good. So now what? I can attack for 5 this turn. Pretty easily. And then just play this. Flips to a 4/4. Oh no, I need mana for this too. Do I just do nothing this turn then? Let's see. Yeah, so let's Candle Trap the Shady Traveler. And then just pass. This seems good. So now I can tap their stuff, or I can flash this in. So we'll see if they do something pre-combat or not. No. I think I'll let them attack. Flash this in. And then I'll block the 2/2. Sweet, that just works. And then they drain me for 2. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Attacks. That land was a good draw. Now I can play the Gale Drifter in my hand and have double taps up. So now they're dead to the flyers. They need to kill the flyers. And if they don't kill the flyers, I still have attacks on the ground for next turn. Yep, everything's looking up this game. Okay. This thing's kind of cool. It makes mana. We will tap. Yeah. Sweet. That game, our deck looked quite a bit better. Let's hop into another. Ooh, look at that Ren and 7 avatar. That looks sweet. His hand looks good. Mysterious Tome was sweet that last game. It's so cheap to use, and since my deck's full of a bunch of other cheap things, it was good. I'll fetch white here. Becomes, yep. Play my Graph Keeper. Do I mill something good? I mill 2 things. This just drew me 2 cards. How great is that? Normally I'd say I'd block that. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. If it attacks. They don't want to attack. Okay. I think we definitely get the Mysterious Tome going. Next turn we can play a land and draw a card with... play land, play mob, and draw a card with the Tome. Then we can go from there. Ooh, this card's cool. This card's really cool. I'm not sure if it's powerful, but it seems pretty cool. We will not block. Let's see. I think we'll play the Unruly Mob, and they probably won't block. But we'll attack. And then the plan is to activate Tome, draw a card. Ooh, they have the Hostile. They can sacrifice a creature to put things into the hostile. What are they doing? Instant flashback tormenting voice? Sure. They can attack for 1 again if they want. They don't want. We'll draw a card. This flipped. So we can cast a spell from the graveyard to tap something and attack. We should probably do that. If we do that, we're not tapping anything with this turn, but that's probably fine. Let's just get our value while the getting's good, I guess. We'll tap the 1/4, and we'll attack with the 2/1 again. And then next turn we've got options. Attack you for 2. I wonder if they have unsummon. Fading Hope is, I think, the new unsummon. Oh, now you want to block? I'm fine with that because it grows my mob. Okay, they played some stuff. None of that really matters. Because we're just going to start playing flyers. So let's see. If I play no spells, it becomes night. And they get a couple things. Do I just play my 4/4? Attacking's the easy part. I think I'll just play the Trapper and pass. We'll just see what they want to do here. We can tap something. We can flash in the Spirit if they want to attack. We'll see. We've got a lot of options. Do I tap something down? No, no. You can attack if you want. No attacks. Cool. Are you going to start feeding things into the hostile? You're going to play this guy? No, you're just doing nothing? Okay, I'll play my Flash Flyer. Okay, it becomes night, so they can tap down one of my things. Sure. And they get to draw 2, discard 2? Or discard 2, draw 2, sure. Okay. Combat. Hit for 2. I definitely want to flip this back this turn, so I'll use it basically no matter what. Sure. Oh, I should have tapped this down in response, maybe. I guess if they want to use their counters to nuke my flashback creature, I think I'm okay with that. Then I'll play my Sarah Angel. Do that a counterspell. Okay. So now if they cast... Okay. This thing's getting big. They make a 3/3. The 3/3 is not particularly scary, though. They still get to attack for 5 next turn. Yeah, you can attack me if you want. And now they can use this to shoot my stuff. I'm guessing they'll use this to shoot this. I'll go ahead and tap that down. So if they want to do it, they have to do it now. Okay. Drawing lots of lands here. I can double spell to turn it back to day, but I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'll just attack for 5. Play another flyer. It's gonna exile their flyer, I think. Yeah. And then just pass. They still don't really have good attacks, so I'll probably just draw a card with the tome this turn, but I'm leaving up the Trapper just in case. I guess I could have put lethal on board, but this can shoot one of my things, so I don't think that's worth it. This is very reminiscent of like Dynavolt Tower from Standards past. Oh. They're not even using it as a removal spell? You can kill my stuff, though. That's weird. They could have used this to kill a 3-power flyer. I guess I've got a lot of flyers, so maybe they think that they just need to draw flyers of their own. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can attack me. I don't care. Draw a card with this. It flips. Okay, Fading Hope was a nice find. Now I just get to put them to 1. Okay, I've got 4 lethal attackers. You're at 1. It's going to be tough to get out of this, I think. And I've got Fading Hope. I can get value on Fading Hope by bouncing this elemental. Yep, you got it. I have 3 removal spells for any blockers. Yeah, they're just making another big thing. We'll tap their thing. I will take some game actions and then kill you. Cool. Cool. Game 4. Bandito is our opponent. This hand looks good. We've got a removal spell, a 2-drop, 2 3-drops. As long as I find a land, we are good. Ooh, consider Strictly Better Opt. That was not the card I wanted to draw. Okay. It would have been okay drawing an Ambitious Farmhand. We'll go ahead and attack, I think. We'll trade if they want to. We'll just keep the pressure on. We'll make a flyer and make another 2/2. It's a really sweet animation. Okay. I'll attack. So now do I hold up a removal spell or just keep on the pressure? I think I just keep on the pressure. These are my flyers. Yep. And what's cool about that, I can give it Defender. let's just attack. And then, do I play a 5/5 here, or do I, or a 5-drop, or do I pass again? I think I'm passing, because I can play Stormrider Spirit if they do nothing, or I can counter their spell if they do something here. I've got the advantage, so I'm okay taking a turn off. And it's not even really taking a turn off, right? If I find another land, I can keep flip the switch up for the rest of the game. One more, or for at least one more turn. Because I can just cast this and hold up flip the switch. Return an instant or sorcery. Yeah, that's fine. They just pick up their opt, basically. I'll play this. Sweet. Go. They need to have a removal spell or a flyer, but I have this, so they're probably just dead here. Yep. Sweet. They did not have anything, and my flyers got the job done again. And we ranked up to gold. Awesome. Alright, let's keep the train rolling. I think this hand's good. We need any land anyways, so keeping a double 3-drop hand, and especially when one of the 3-drops draws cards, seems fine to me. Yeah, that's fine. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. And they can draw a card. That's funny. I can just shoot this with the Silverbolt, but I don't think this card scares me at all. So let's just go with the flyer. I want to put some pressure on them. It could be right to just play the tome and draw a card next turn, but I'm okay putting pressure on them this turn. Hit for 2. I think I'll just run out the tome. Sweet. Very happy that resolved. I've got a good chance of finding a land next turn, and then I can hold up flip the switch. They're not actually going to go for this, are they? There's like 0 chance you actually win the game this way, but it does have draw a card on it for 4 mana, so this card's probably good as just a 2 mana draw card sometimes. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's just play a land, hit for 2 and pass. So now what we can do is we can counterspell them and draw a card, or just cast the Stormrider Spirit. We'll see what they do. They're going to combat first. That's fine. We'll just let damage happen. We'll draw a card. And do I use this to shoot the Triskaideka file now? Ooh, you know... Oh, I don't have a white mana yet? I was gonna say I can shoot the Morning Patrol and then eat it with the Griff. Not having a land makes that a little tougher. We'll just attack for 2. Damage. Cool, go. Yeah, they're just drawing a card. That's fine. I'd like to find a plains at some point. This thing does have Disturb, so I wouldn't mind eating it with the Soul Guide Griff. Okay. Ward 1. I think this is worth counterspelling. Probably. It's going to draw them a card. I think counterspelling that's fine. Then we'll go ahead and tap down the 2/3. Now our opponent's going to have to decide if they want to attack with the 1/3 or not. They are. So we'll smash them for 6 next turn. Cool. So this can keep something tapped down. Let's go ahead and draw a card now. If we find a land, we can Stormrider Spirit. Okay, we didn't find a land. We'll attack. And then am I locking this in the cemetery? What are we doing? Yep, they go away. That's fine. These things are basically free on some cards, so using them just to hit you for 2 is, like, totally fine. Let's see. I can use Silver Bolt to shoot that. I think that's what I do. I don't need them drawing extra cards. I want to be the one drawing cards. Ooh, okay. I got there. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. They get to make their things a little bit bigger. Attack with both, yep. I go to 9. Love to find a land here. Mm-hmm. Cool, I found the land I wanted. So now what? I can play a 3/3 and lock down their thing. Attack for 2, put them to 6. I can't put lethal on board, unfortunately. If I attack... Yeah, so I think I will attack. And then I'm pretty sure I'm just passing. So my plan here is going to be to use this to block this. And then this kills that. Yeah, that seems good. This is a close game. Go to attacks. Flash this in. Ooh, look at the autumn breeze blowing the leaves away. That was cool. Go to blocks. Block this. Declare that as a blocker. Now they've got to do something here if they want to save their guy. Gets +3/+3 and indestructible. Opponent, that's not going to work though because I can exercise it. Okay. Sweet. Damage. A land would actually be an insane draw. Oh, they give that lifelink. Okay. Fair enough. And then make a 1/1? Yep. Ooh, Fading Hope's a good draw. What am I doing here? Beggar blocks on the ground. Lock this thing in a cemetery. Hit you for 2. Go. I think I'll let them attack here. Yeah. That blocks that. Use this to bounce that. I get to scry. Plains. I think I put plains on the bottom. I'll take 1. And they do have a Soul Guide Gryph. Okay. So now, do I tap this down to keep getting aggressive? I think so. Play this. Exile one of their things. Hit for 2. If they kill this, I lose if I attack this way. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to attack. It's close, but I think I am supposed to attack, keep the pressure on. In theory, I'll trade 2 damage for 1 damage. Oh, something gains double strike. Yep. That's gonna happen. They can't win here. I still get to block. But it's not looking good. Mm-hmm. See, if this didn't happen, these things could not have attacked because I would have gone to 1. But I've got to block this way. Then I'll draw. Okay. Got another beggar. And a trapper. I can attack for 2. Go. We get to draw 2 cards, just like I just did. This one's tight. It's a really tight game. I'm locked into tapping down Soul Guide Griff. But I get to, my beggars get to die. Or at least one of them gets to die. Yeah, that's a smart play by our opponent here. Now the Gavany Trapper can't block. So that taps that down. Oh, and my beggars don't die this way too. But I think I'll block like this and go to 1. Yeah. Okay, I'm at 1. Oh no. That was such a good draw. Darn, that's probably it for me. Let's see, I'll draw a card. Let's see, they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers to my 5 blockers. Yeah, that'll do it. Good game. Shoot, that was close. It was a close game. That was a hard game. I think I played that pretty well. I think I needed to try to keep racing, but that's behind us now. Now Quark is our opponent. So let's battle. This hand is not super remarkable, but this is fine. We will keep this hand. Evolving Wilds, yep. And pass the turn opponent, do it. Or Crack Wilds, that's fine too. Forest, sure. Drew another expensive thing. We don't have that many expensive things in our deck, so that's fine. We have the lands to cast most of our things. So I want to draw like spell, then land on the 5th turn of the game. That would be perfect. Beggar, sure. Here's my mob, go. Not super worried about this, unless they have a way to sacrifice it. I'm not going to be sacrificing it, or I don't have big things on the ground, so I'm just playing a big, like a wall. Doesn't bother me. The trapper bothers me a little bit more, but I did just draw one of my ways to kill it, so that's fine. I'm not sure how good this card actually is. Like I said before, it's kind of specific, but at the same time, like, now it's going to get to kill this thing. And I'm pretty okay trading this for that. Or even trading my Gale Drifter for it, to be completely honest. Yeah. I would make this trade because I get to draw a card and it powers up my mob. And when I say draw a card, I mean I draw a 5-mana 2/2, which is fine. That kind of sucks, but it's whatever. They get to attack me for 3. I won't block. Wait, yes I will. This is a free block, right? Because I'd rather have it in the graveyard. I don't want it exiled. Yep, seems fine to me. They don't have anything I want to eat yet, so I don't want to play my Soul Guide Griffin. I think I'll just run out another Gale Drifter here. Try and make the same block that I did last time. I guess the way the board's set up, they can tap this down, but they'd have the same... No, maybe it was better to Stormrider Spirit this turn. When they go to combat, cast the Stormrider Spirit. Yeah, whatever. The Silversmith is gonna get me pretty good here. Let's see. This is going to end up being a 5/4 on combat. Yeah, I'll just do this. Say no attacks. They're putting me under a decent amount of pressure. Silversmith is pretty good if you've got a board. And against me, you will have a board since I'm not really killing your stuff. Yep. Oh, they're letting me block. They could have a combat trick here and blow me out a little, but... Oh, this card's an instant? I remember seeing this card when it came out, and I assumed it was a sorcery, because cards like this are usually sorceries. Wow, what a blowout. And I have removal that can deal with this, so I'm not out of it yet. What do I do, though? Just beggar and pass? That doesn't seem good either. Yikes. I'm getting got by this green-white deck. Yep. Tap the beggar. Coven. Uh-huh. Sure. I'll block this. I'll let damage happen. I'll go ahead and shoot this now. It's not looking great for me. Okay. Fading Hope's actually kind of cute. Yeah, I'll just pass. And play it instant speed this turn. Oh, okay. Kind of okay with this, honestly. Yep. Play this. Go to blocks. Block that. Bounce this. Not the best. This gets to redistribute its +1/+1 counters, but it puts it down to a 3/4. Yeah, that works out okay. Now I get to exile that. I am definitely staying alive. Because this can block this now. I want to get my tome going. Do I dare draw a card, though? That's the question. I haven't found a land yet this turn, so I'd like to find a land so I can play a land. But do I risk it? And the risk is that next turn my opponent can attack me down to 1 if I miss a land. It's probably not worth it. I guess here's the question. Do I go to 1 anyways? I kind of think I do. So maybe I should have drawn a card. Yeah, I should have drawn a card for sure. The thing gains trample. Cool. Okay. Drew a couple good cards there. I get to tap down this thing because I can't beat it, right? Yep. Say no attacks. Oh no. Oh no, my guy's defender. That's fine. Tap my guy. I'll tap your guy. Exile your 1/5. I get to play one more turn. Staying alive. Go. Cool. Their deck is very good. And you're seeing how good Trapper can be in aggressive decks. Yep. Block. Ooh, nice. Okay. So if I do this, I get to draw planes. Yeah. Okay. Play the planes. Play this. Now I have flipped the switch plus this up. This is probably dead now. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Tap that. Can't be blocked with creatures with power 2 or less. Yeah. Uh-oh. So let's see. If I play this and play this, that's still fine. I'll take that, I guess. So they have to tap this, and then I tap that thing, and then this can block that. Yeah. Oh, what a weird game. Oh no, I want to counter this, but I can't counter it because can't be Valkyrie creatures with power 2 or less this turn. So I have to just let this resolve. Okay. Oh. Okay. We're up against it now. We have been for a while. I can't activate this too. It gives something lifelink. I think I just let them go to attacks, right? Yeah? That cannot resolve. No way. Oh no, they have 4 humans out. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Their deck is awesome. And I'm super dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Okay. Their humans deck seems sweet. And we couldn't get there. So that's going to be it for me for this first draft of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. This set seems super fun so far. I have enjoyed my opponent's decks, and I liked this deck quite a bit too. I'm sure I misevaluated some cards, but that's how it goes. It's your first time out. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have fun midnight hunting, and I'll catch you next time.